on the service it presents as an absolutely mouth-watering clash. We've got 90 minutes of football ahead of you, live and free on the Northern New South Wales Football YouTube channel. We're underway here, Azzurri versus Jaffas. It is fourth, clashes with sixth. Jaffas go with the throw. It spills into the box after a clash. Finn takes a strike. Volovsky does well first time of asking and parries it over the... Newton, a great welcome back in at the midpoint of the season. Crosses this towards the back post. Top horse Stanley, and then headed in again, and then Volovsky. Those hands came from nowhere. I thought he was beaten for all money. One-on-one with Denellen. Oates arrives as reserve support. Falls into the box dangerously. I just don't know that Tyron Cousins thought that was going to come to him. He was sitting on his heels.
Yeah, it was a wicked ball. I mean, as a...
Puts the ball into the middle. Kirihara's there. Bond. Will he take a strike from range? He does. Well parried. Volovsky read it well and has pushed it out to the left.
I mean, we talked about it pre-game. It's a 6-point game today for both clubs.
And it's certainly going to be a volume. So even just load management without injuries as Ben Kennedy. He exploded off that calf. Probably much more in the area that they're looking for Azzurri as it goes into the box and it bounces away to the right of the goals. Ben Kennedy glancing over at the assistant referee looking for an offside flag, but eyes for the football and fighting hard. But when bodies collide like that, then the referee does eventually need to step in. And a dangerous chance here. Newton drifts it in towards the back post, and top or Stanley flies high, but the ball flew higher over the crossbar. 90. And all of a sudden, Azzurri go on the attack, and here's McManus free and open on the edge of the 18-yard box. Can he thread a shot? Gets it down to Ben Kennedy, who parries it away with the right hand, and it's definitely up there. Interesting, a little bit of fresh legs in the last 7.5 minutes this half, and all of a sudden it's headed past him. The throw in and on, and it's an opening goal for Azzurri. I was just going to say, as a few tired legs happen, mistakes will occur, and Azzurri get the opening goal. Certainly going to need to find something here. Top ball Stanley fighting tooth and nail. Referee says play on. Cousins into the box. Can they double the lead? Threads it past. It goes to the back post. Ferguson almost taps it home. Norton will sweep round the back. Got Kirihara short as well. And I'll have the second wave from Denellen. And it's a fake for Langlois. Feeds it to the back post, just a little wide. Not sure if he was setting that up for a shot or whether it was trying to drift it right tight to that back post for an advancing runner in opposite direction. And that's pretty much, how I go when I kick any football. Always aim one way and it ends up the other. The referee's whistle goes for half-time. And Azzurri have been smart, they've been sharp, and they were clinical when the chance presented. The Lambton Jaffas, I'm off to a flying start for the second half. And Charlestown Azzurri. Match of the round. We're about to get back underway. We've had changes for both sides, and we'll just try and recap what those are. Carter Smith on for the Jaffas. And Joyce.
Chance here.
There's a chance here. Regan Lundy looking to double up. Ben Kennedy blocks the shot, though. Tyron Cousins absolutely clatters into Riley McNaughton, and unsurprisingly the yellow.
But yeah, Carter Smith on, as he said, for Jaffas. Archie Finn, good first half stint.
Smith still got that strike taken. That only just went over the crossbar. I thought he was going to go after his own ball there, but Newton came in. Nice touch back inside as it bobbles up. Takes a shot from range. Bailey Newton. He caught everyone unawares, but it wasn't on target.
Yeah, definitely had a bit of fizz about that. A good strike.
Plays it out. Denellen looks to see if Kirihara's run opens anything. Oates taps it on for Kirihara. There's a little touch back inside, and Pat Bond has put that into next week. Spins away. I'm very intrigued by some of the reactionary calls from the benches at times. There's things that have been much more physical and probably testing the laws. That one a little nudge as Oates goes into the box and it spills back out. Touch. Denellen and Preston Poole fighting hard. McNaughton breaks it up. Preston Poole takes a shot over the crossbar. Right idea. Just a little lower would have been nice if you're an Azzurri fan. Charlestown, no stranger to some of those players. I mean, it's only a couple of years ago they had the illustrious Lubo Milosevic playing there. He's probably the epitome of that as this goes in, and Volofsky easily deals it, just parries it down and dives on it. Langlois racing down the right. Lundy trying to keep up. A little bit of miscommunication there between Lundy and Cousins. It falls into the box, chested down. Can the head come to it from Smith? Volofsky out. We're going to have a free kick against Carter Smith, I think. Soared high, but he couldn't direct it. Krakenthorpe switches it back. That's smart play. Now Bond lofts it in. It's heavy. Played into the box. Can't get it clear. McNaughton got his boot through it, that's for sure, but it was miles away. It wouldn't even got a point in the Aussie rules. Box. Puts it across. Langlois chests it down. Smith taps it around. Krakenthorpe wide on the left. Goes to ground and the ball comes away with Azzurri. And then that's just cynical from Oscar Krakenthorpe retreating back. I think he was frustrated he lost possession and just comes and gives a shove and gets a yellow card for his efforts. In time, the ball beats it. A leaping Denellen. Lundy now. Could Charlestown ice it here? Not this chance. Kennedy up to the task. Takes that with two hands. One overload. Takes on Verity. Feeds it into the box. And again, ball just stepped through. This time by Hayes. Taylor. Cross it into the box. Oh, so close. Carter Smith. He just missed it. Certainly is, and you can see a couple of bodies. And the likes of Reem Ferguson, who probably wasn't designer intended at this point of the season, as Carter Smith gets a chance and pokes one back late. Johnny on the spot is the young striker, and Carter Smith gets one back for the Jaffas. And all of a sudden we're tied up at 1-1 late in this game. Must have got I think 3 or 4 while he's at Valentine at the start of the season.
Yeah, it'll do the world of good for him, confidence-wise. New colours as well.
Number 19, Carter Smith.
Foul given against Oscar Krakenthorpe, and well, it looked like it was just a leaping contest. Got an Azzurri player down, and I think the referee, he's going to go to his pocket again. Wow. Oscar Krakenthorpe, that's a second yellow. So Oscar Krakenthorpe is going to be done for the afternoon. The young left back has given his marching orders late in this one. Well, there's plenty of twists in the tail late in this one.